Now I would like to change the tone a little bit with some poetry readings. Originally we were going to have a high school English class with their original poems, but something very difficult happened with that particular situation, so they could not make it. So Friday, I called around and my friend Nancy Cannon got me a crew here to read some poems, and I'm so grateful. And these are Nancy Cannon's niece's children who are going to be reading. And I also have another trie coming up. Gabby Trie is going to be reading as well. And then finally, Nancy wrote a poem on her way over in the car. I said, okay, we're going to go with this. It was meant to be. So I think we should start with Gabby first, and then we'll move on to the Nancy Cannon crowd. So we'll have the third trio.
A New Colossus by Emma Lazarus, 1883. Not like the brazen giant of Greek fame, with conquering limbs astride from land to land. Here at our sea-washed sunset gates shall stand a mighty woman with a torch, whose flame is the imprisoned lightning of her name, Mother of Exiles. From her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome, her mild eyes command the air bridge to harbor that twin cities frame. Keep the ancient land's restored pomp, she cries, with silent lips. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to be free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shores send these the homeless tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
I think you all recognize that's the poem on the Statue of Liberty. And so I know everybody knows, I just wanted to point it out. So I guess we're going to have Caitlin Nikonovitz. I don't want to say it first. You may want to correct me. I'm an artist, I'm very bad, I'm not visual. So Caitlin.
Ode to freedom. Freedom is the finest gold that the sun strews o'er the mold. Treasure it forever, from the freedom-loving heart. Honor cannot live apart, none the twain can sever. Freedom is the rampart high, ever neath the sentry's eye. When its foes seek entry, loud his voice rings out, who goes? As at once the portals close, courage is that sentry. Freedom is a city blessed, whose calm life no hates molest. Neighbor there loves neighbor, though each loves his forebear's name. He lets others do the same, all for one their labor. Freedom is the mighty shield that the tyrant may wield. Bear it and don't stumble, for if you should slip alas into bigotry's morass, fast will freedom crumble.
We didn't get the date. This was written in 1443. So I just enjoy the fact that we picked out poems from different periods because it's universal, what we're discussing. The next is Jordan.
Plain Chant for America by Kathleen Barrison Chapin. The date was in the 1890s. For the dream unfinished out of which we came, we stand together while the hemisphere darkens and the nation slain. Our earth has been hollowed with death for freedom. Our walls have been hollowed with freedom's thought. Concord, Valley Forge, Harper's Ferry light up with their flames our sky of death. We fear tyranny as our hidden enemy, the black shark cruelty, the goose that mind. No dark signs close the doors of our speaking. No bayonets bar the door to our prayers. No gun butts shadow our children's eyes. If we have failed, lynchings in Georgia, justice in Massachusetts undone, the bloody fields of South Chicago, still a voice from the bruised and the battered speaks out in the light of a free sun, saying, tell them again, say it America, say it again till it splits their ears. Freedom is salt in our blood and it's bone shape. And if freedom fails, we will fight for more freedom. This is the land and these are the years. When freedom's a whisper above their ashes, an obsolete word cut on their graves. When the mind has yielded its last resistance and the last free flag is under the waves, let then remember that there on the western rising star, once acclaimed, has not set, and the strength of a hope in the shape of a vision, died for the sung, for and fought for, and worked for, is living yet.
Next, we have Haley.
We Will Speak Out by James Russell Lowell, 1819 to 1891. We will speak out, we will be heard, though all Earth's systems crack. We will not bait a single word, nor take a letter back. Let liars fear, let cowards scream. Let traitors turn away. Whatever we have dared to think, that dare we also say. We speak the truth, and what care we for hissing and for scrum, while some faint gleamings we can see of freedom's coming morn.
Thank you so much for that. It's really great to hear from the young people who are the hope after all the history, the burdens of history. Finally, I would like to have Nancy Cannon read the poem that she wrote in the car on the way over. By the way, Nancy Cannon was the Reiki teacher at Middlesex for 19 years, and she also taught energy matters in a number of courses.
Let the stars shine. What was our past is the key to pave the path for peace to be. Our earth, our sky, sends messages clear that shares the secrets of freedom, of peace, of harmony. Not seen or heard or felt before, these energies, the life force of evolution, now can truly be as each human lifts their eyes to see the starlit sky. Those twinkling stars hold the magic of hope for today and for our future.
Thank you, Nancy, because it's so nice to hear the promise of hope, which is where we want to end. By the way, we're being very spontaneous. Nancy wrote a poem in the car, and Victor, he wants to add a poem.
Yeah, I just thought of a poem. Said, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not a poet. But, one thing I found when I was researching, which I forgot to mention, so this is just to add, something I didn't know, and I meant to mention it, and I forgot, but thank God we have computers on our phones now, and I was able to look it up. During the Civil War, Oliver Wendell Holmes added a fifth stanza to the national anthem, and of course the theme is obviously the Civil War. So I don't know if this is officially part of it, or if he just did it and called it that, but I think you can see the focus here on national division. When our land is illumined with liberty's smile, if a foe from within strikes a blow at her glory, down, down with the traitor that tries to defile the flag of the stars and the page of her story. By the millions unchained who their birthright have gained, will keep her bright blazing forever unstained, and the star-spangled banner in triumph shall wave, while the land of the free is the home of the great. So that stands apart. That's why.
Does anybody else have another poem they'd like to share with us? Okay, we love spontaneity here.